When I tell y'all I have been avoiding this specific video like it's the plague, I have been avoiding this video like it's the plague. I've been getting asked to do a life update for a while now, and I just like have not wanted to do it because I was not ready to answer the questions that I knew that were going to be asked. I was not in a good mental place. For so many different reasons, I just did not want to film this video, but I feel like I'm in a very different point in my life now. I'm ready to give answers and not really beat around the bush, or, you know, like just be able to give some form of an answer. Before, I did not want to give like any form of an answer. I was just like, we're not going to talk about it. But now I'm ready to address everything that you guys have been wanting me to address. Let's catch up, shall we? If you guys are new here, my name is Savannah. I am 21 years old and I have been filming YouTube videos and posting them to the internet since I was 16 years old. I started this journey my junior year of high school, so it's been a fat minute now. I've been graduated since 2020 and it's now 2023, so about 3 years now. I'm still going with it. Honestly, I can never really see myself not doing YouTube in some aspect. Like the other social media platforms, I could see myself maybe like falling off of a little bit or whatever, but YouTube has just always been like my outlet for me. I love making videos. I love just sitting down, just talking and getting to express myself wherever that may be. Now, when I originally started doing YouTube, I literally just did it for fun, and then it became what it is today, and it became my full-time job. And I have been really heavily thinking about that, which I'm sure we'll get into today, but I have just been heavily thinking about if I want social media to be my full-time job anymore, because I just feel like it has made so much pressure on it, and although I'm very blessed to make it my full-time job, it has kind of sucked the fun out of it and just made me feel so much more like pressured to consistently be posting all the time, and when I don't, I like beat myself up about it. And it's been this like mental spiral that I've been struggling with for, I would say, like the past year. And I keep telling myself, like, if I just, you know, get productive and I just prioritize my time and make, you know, time management or whatever, like it'll get better. For some reason, it just does not get better. It gets easier to manage, but it just does not get better. So I'm sure we're gonna get all into that, but I don't know, that's just been heavy on my mind, so I kind of wanted to spiel. I have literally not looked at any of the questions that we're going to be answering today. I kind of like glimpsed through them, but I did not actually really read the questions, so it's kind of like we're blind reacting together. If you guys don't follow me on my other social medias, we'll pop them up on the screen for you guys. I'm active on pretty much everything that you can think of: Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. If you guys do not stay up to date with me on my other platforms, you totally should, because I'm a lot more active on them than YouTube. I have been slacking so hard on my YouTube channel recently. I literally only posted, I think, like 3 times this last month of July. It's now August. It's currently August 2nd when I'm filming this video. A little like update on like why I didn't post as much last month. One, the reason I just kind of like referred to, I went to Austin. I just wanted to enjoy the trip, and I didn't want to have to like stress myself so much about filming and getting like all this footage and whatnot, so I did not film for Austin. But then when I got back, I took Adeja back to the airport, and then Claudia actually came into town a few days after. I think Adeja left like on the 21st or 22nd of July, and Claudia got here on the 26th of July. If you do not follow me on my other social medias, you probably do not know who Claudia is, because I never filmed a video with her. I'm sure I've talked about her like here and there, but Claudia was actually a foreign exchange student at my high school my sophomore year, her junior year, and we just became really close that year. So I have not seen her in like 5 years, and she's living with me for a month. So I went to pick her up from the airport, and she will be with me until August 17th. I want to try to spend as much quality time with Claudia as I can, because I only have a month with her and I haven't seen her in literally 5 years, so bear with me on that. That's kind of why I didn't post in July. Let's move on to the questions, because that was way too fucking long for no reason. Sometimes I become a chatty Cathy. You guys know the drill. I always have all of the products that I'm using on my face in the description description box down below. If you just click the link where it says like all products used in this video, all of them will be there. I do not know what is freaking going on right here, but we have a few friends on my face and I keep putting these little star patches on them. These little star face ones, I keep putting, well, that's empty. They look like this. But I keep putting these on there and it literally will not go away. I don't know what to do at this point. It's been there for weeks. I thought I was gonna miss my period. I ended up getting it today because I was like, I know I'm gonna get my period because I always break out whenever I get my period, and thank God I have been like blessed recently to the point where like I don't really break out unless I am getting my period. So I was like, I know I'm about to get my period, but it was trying to scare the shit out of me or something. I don't know. It was taking forever for me to get my period. I got my period finally. I was like, Miss Girl, if you don't quit playing with my feelings.
Tell the truth, I look better than you. I can't lose.
When I tell you guys, I literally have been avoiding this video because I just needed some time to process the mental fuck of a year that I had last year. What are you excited about right now, and what are your goals for the rest of this year? Love you. I love you too, Bree. What I'm excited about right now is honestly like in this moment, this very moment, I am so excited for like living in the present. I think I've like really found a love for just being here and like a normal life. I am really like intrigued by, you know, just like growing and changing and all of that, but I feel like sometimes we get so obsessed with the idea of like growing and being in like a different point of our life that we don't really appreciate the point in life that we're at that moment. I've just been really loving the simpler things in life recently, just like appreciating the moment. Like I said, Claudia is in town for a month and it has been 5 years since I've seen her, so I'm very excited to just get to relearn her over this next month and hang out and just grow together in our friendship, because we were really close whenever Claudia was here, although we did not have literally any classes together, which looking back on is like so crazy to me. I'm like, how the fuck do we get so close and not have a single class together? I do not know, but we did it, and here she is 5 years later living with me for a month. I'm also really excited because I'm going to be applying to Hooters. Fingers crossed, do not hold this over my head if I don't do it, but I have been talking about applying to Hooters for a really long time now. As you guys know, my best friend Julia, she works at Hooters, and I have literally been vicariously like living through her ever since she started working there. Like when she told me she was gonna apply, I was literally like, bitch, please do it, please and thank you. And I just have loved supporting her from the day when she started working there. I think it is like such a good job for girls who just want to make like pretty good, fast, easy income, and who like to like get dressed up and like look pretty every day for work, because yeah, obviously there are like negatives, I guess, per se to working there, but there's also a lot of pros, and I've witnessed and seen like the pros that can come out of working for that company, and so I really think it's gonna be a good idea. However, I have not like worked for an employer in a really long time, like since back in high school, and so I am nervous about that. It kind of almost feels like a little weird to think that I'm not gonna be just working for myself anymore, but I think I really need it. I genuinely think I need to do something like that, whether that be Hooters or whether that be something else. Just having a job in general, I think outside of social media is gonna be so healthy for me, considering the point that I literally like addressed at the beginning of this video. I just need something else to get me out of the house. I'm constantly at the house, I'm constantly just working from home. I do not have a lot of friends that do social media here, so it's very hard to just like meet up and film content like as if I were to live in New York or as if I were to live in LA, and like I can meet up with all my friends, make content, have so much fun. I don't have that here in Dallas, so I'm literally just making content by myself, and I have been heavily on this journey by myself. I truly just need something that is going to get me out of the house, that I'm going to be able to go to every day, teach me some more discipline, because y'all, the way I have been so fucking lazy and making excuses for myself, I'm so over it, and I just need something to kick my ass into gear. How has life been lately? Life has been honestly so good, you guys. Truly, it has been so good. I'm not gonna lie, I do have moments where I get just super randomly super sad. I literally like, they can come out of nowhere. I could have like the best day ever, and then as I'm driving home, I just like start getting in my head and tears start flooding. But overall, you guys, I have been so happy. I knew at a certain point of my life that I needed to make a change and I needed to make a decision for myself, and it was so hard to get me to make that decision. When I tell you I did not want to make that decision, I did not want to make that decision. Procrastinated and waited for so long, hoping that things would change, hoping that things would get better, and I knew in the back of my head they never were going to do that, but I did not want to like come to terms with that. So I was really in denial for a while. When push came to shove and I really had to make that decision, I did. I'm not perfect, I'm still growing, but I'm lighter now. Like, I don't feel depressed every single second of the day. I don't feel worried every second of the day. I don't feel like I have this weight on my shoulders every single day, like going throughout every single day. I don't feel like I have to fake a smile anymore. I don't feel literally just this heaviness anymore, and that is like the greatest thing, and it's just really nice. It truly is. I just feel like life is peaceful right now. It has taken so long for me to get here, and that's why it's like very emotional for me to talk about, because just so worried about when I was gonna get to this point, and now I'm here. If you guys do not like to wear foundation, you should really try this YSL skin tint, bare look tint. Looks like this. It's really fucking good. How are you doing mentally? I am doing really good mentally. I will say, like, I do have days where I get really stressed. I think the biggest category in my life right now that I get stressed in is just my career and this constant feeling of like not feeling like I'm doing enough. And it's not even one of those things where like I am doing enough but I just feel like I'm not doing enough, like I'm constantly just so hard on myself. I know I could be doing more. I know I could be trying harder. I know I could be getting out of this lazy funk that I'm in. I could be doing so much more with my time. I could be doing so much more with my channel. I could be pouring so much more into it because I have in the past. Basically, I could just be doing so much more. So I heavily like get upset at myself for that, but then I don't make active changes to fix it. And that's the part that I'm like, you're crying wolf, basically. Oh, I need to do better, I need to do better, but you're not doing better. Do better. Mentally, I'm doing great. Like, yeah, the only thing I'm really stressed out about mentally is just where I'm at in my career, what next step I want to take, because I constantly have so many ideas going on up here, and I'm like, oh, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this, but I don't take like a step in any of the directions of the things that I want to do. So it's like just getting myself to take a leap, just do something, and then it'll grow from there. But if you never start, you're never gonna get anywhere. So you just have to start. Dun dun dun. This question has been one you guys have been waiting for. Dating life. Are you interested in dating or just living life? So a little combination of both. Basically, I am really just living life. I'm basically just not putting so much pressure on dating, if that makes sense. I'm very much open to dating. I'm a lover girl. I will forever be a lover girl. Lover girl. I love love. I want to be in love, but I'm also on a self-love journey in that same breath. So I'm not blocking my blessings by any means. I'm very open to wherever things go. I do not have any expectations for anything. I feel like expectations have set me up so bad in the past. I just feel like sometimes having expectations over people can really set you up for failure. I'm very open to dating, but I just don't want to put any pressure on it. I just kind of want to live in the moment, and my man or whatever will find me and will come to me, and if he wanted to, he would, and he do. So yeah. Any tattoos soon? Actually, yes, I will be getting a tattoo soon. I'm gonna be getting a matching one with Claudia. She wants to get like TX and very dainty writing on her ankle, and so I'm gonna get ESP for Spain in the same area, same spot. I let her pick it out because honestly, I'm very tattoo friendly. She is not as tattoo friendly. She has one tattoo and it's just like a very dainty small tattoo. So tattoos, honestly, to me, I don't really mind. I can get whatever. So I let her pick it out and it's really cute. We're gonna be going to get that sometime soon. And then I do really want to finish up my arm sleeve. I just have no earthly idea what I want to do for it, so that is the part that's like been kind of holding me back from getting my arm finished, because I just don't know what I want to do. But I kind of want to like collaborate with maybe an artist or something and figure out, you know, the best route to go with finishing it. I also really do want to get my back tatted. I've been heavily thinking about getting angel wings on my back. I also do want to get a tramp stamp stamp of some sort. I don't know, I just think they're super cute. So like a lower back tattoo, but that is kind of like the only like tattoo ideas that I have been thinking about recently. Plans to move out again. For moving out at this point in time, I do not have any plans to move out actually. I mean, if I could find like a really good deal, then possibly, but right now rent is just so freaking high that I am like, I'm cool on it for right now. I also, like I said, I do kind of want to get a new career, not career path, but just like a new form of income and get that started for myself. I've also really heavily thought about like esthetician school. That's kind of very off topic, but I've thought about esthetician school as well. So if I decide to do that, I would like to be home while I do that, so I'm not having to like worry about going to school, also paying rent, getting groceries, etc. So right now, no, I don't have any like specific plans to move out. Why you been so absent? So I hopefully like I kind of addressed that. Hopefully you got the kind of like why I've been so absent, but y'all, I have been so MIA. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I have been so MIA. I don't know how to get back into this like groove of like this happy state of like posting. I think I'm just so burnt out on it that I'm like trying so hard to get back to a good place of it, but girl, I'm just burnt out. Like I said, I'm gonna try to apply into Hooters and do some other things just to like, I don't know, switch my everyday pace up, because right now this just is not cutting it anymore for me. I'm not saying that I'm gonna stop, because I'm not. Maybe that's just like I need to switch up the type of content that I'm doing, which is where I kind of want to just like have the free space to just kind of have fun and just like do whatever I want to do. Would you ever go back to college? I for sure would, actually. If I decide I want to do nursing, I definitely will go back. But other than that, I could only really see myself going to college for possibly business, like marketing and stuff like that. But other than that, I honestly think I am more so leaning towards like cosmetology school or esthetician school. This question, I don't really want to say their name. I will just kind of reference, I guess, because I have no ill will about this person. I never had an ounce of ill will towards this person. I'm in a different chapter of my life and I just want to address it once for all. This question was basically, are me and my old guy best friend still friends? And no, we are not. I don't really need to address kind of what happened or why we're not friends, but we hadn't been close for a while since after high school. You know, we still kept in contact, we were still mutual, but we kind of lost that close connection after high school, and then we just kind of had to part our ways for good. And like I said, I wish him nothing but the best. I truly do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I just have to move on with my life, and that's simply all it is. I'm loving this person from a distance, and I will always love this person from a distance. Am I single? And if so, do I plan to keep it that way? I am very much single right now, but I do not plan to keep it that way. Like I said, I'm open and I'm ready to mingle. I don't want to rush into anything. I do want to take my time and just like really get to know someone and, you know, just continue to know my worth throughout my dating life now, because I have lost that before. But I'm definitely open to dating. I'm not like, oh, I need to be single and keep it that way. I think if you're at that point in your life, that's amazing for you. Like I said, I'm a lover girl. Like, I love. I don't know, I just want to find my person for sure, but I just don't want to be like searching for my person, if that makes sense. I kind of want my person to just come to me. Am I talking to anyone? Like I said, I'm open to dating. I may or may not, you know, have a potential or potentials. I don't know. I don't want to give y'all too much information. I am living my best life. I truly am living my best life, and I love where I'm at. I love what I have going, and I'm just excited to continue to keep growing. All in all, yes, I am kind of like open to dating and dating. Just kind of am not really like putting too much pressure on it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And that's just how things are gonna be. But I'm also like really choosing myself throughout it, if that makes sense. Like, I'm listening to my feelings and addressing them when they need to be addressed. I am listening to my heart, but I'm having those painful conversations that I need to have. If I don't feel like something is serving me, I will end it, and I will be like, you know what, this is just not serving me. I just don't feel like this is going in the way that would be beneficial for myself, so this is where I'm at. And I feel like that takes a lot of growth and a lot of courage, because in the past I would just like be like, like, oh, I don't want to hurt this person, so I'm just going to like avoid saying what I need to say. But you're never gonna find happiness that way. Things that truly align with you, if you just kind of are like scared to express yourself for hurting other people's feelings. I'm almost done with my makeup, so let's answer a few more questions. I'm just using some like powder foundation over this chin area situation. If money was not a factor, what would you do in life for a living? I would probably travel, and I think that would be literally the best job ever, is to like just travel, like literally be able to travel the world, experience everything. Like I could not think of a better job than that. Truly. Best and worst part of 2023 so far. Coming to terms with closing a chapter in my life. Yeah, like really close a chapter of my life. I had been kind of like halfway in and out of that door for a while, but I would say that was like probably the best and worst part of the year combined. Although it was really hard, I just didn't realize yet like all the positivity that was going to come in my life from that. Give any advice for a girl in a new relationship? Really want to answer this one because it's also like I'm kind of low-key giving myself advice too, because obviously I'm into dating now and I'm just in a whole different ball game now. Do not lose yourself in the beginning stages of dating someone, like that puppy love phase where you're like, I enjoy my time with this person so much, like I want to be around them all the time. It's really easy to get like caught up and spend so much time with someone and then start that process of like neglecting yourself. So I would say like, yes, get to know this person, but space it out. Like hang out with this person, yes, spend quality time, but space it out. Try to still prioritize the things that you have going on in your life and also your own alone time, because it'll get to a point where you're around this person a lot, and especially in that puppy love stage, there can be a lot of like love bombing and things like that where you get like wrapped up really quick. Just really prioritize your alone time in like the beginning stages of a new relationship. I would also say like, do not ignore the red flags, because you're signing yourself up to be disappointed later on down the road. You know, if something really truly makes you uncomfortable to the point where you're like, this person doesn't deserve me, then have the balls, have the courage to pick yourself up and walk away. There are so many people in this world that would literally sacrifice themselves for you, who would literally kiss the ground that you walk on, and there's no freaking point of being with someone who is wasting your time, who is not giving you the same energy that you are giving them, who is making you feel any ounce of discomfort, disloyalty, anything like that. Like it is so wasteful of your time, and we are not, like, we have so long to be on this earth, and if you are wasting even 3 months, 3 years, like whatever the case, on someone who is not going to be your forever person, who is not going to have your back through thick and thin, who is not going to be loyal to you, who is not going to respect your boundaries, who is not going to make you feel safe. I think that's the biggest thing, like make you feel safe, make you feel secure, who makes you feel confident, who uplifts you, who supports you and everything. Like the list could literally go on. But if you're not with someone who does those things, then you're wasting your time. You are literally like, I don't know what you're doing with yourself, but you're wasting your time. And that was me. Like I was literally wasting my time. I was wasting my time for something that I was so infatuated with, but was never going to get me to the point that I needed to get to. We all have those days, we all have those times, trust me, I know it. We all have those times, but it's nothing you can't like get through. So I would just say keep those things like at the top priority of your head, and do not get sucked into puppy love. My camera is literally finna die, so I'm about to finish my lips real quick. I got the like hard candy Instapout like lip stuff, and they also sent me some of their lip liners, so I'm gonna use this one in the shade Meet Cute. I'm gonna use this NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Pink because I think it kind of like matches a little bit. I'm supposed to be filming a what's on my iPhone after this video, so stay tuned for that. Wow, that is super juicy. How is it being single? Okay, so being single at first was hella fucking uncomfortable. When I tell you, like, it was so uncomfortable for me, it was so uncomfortable for me. I just love love, you guys. Like, I love love. At first, yeah, it was really uncomfortable. I hated it. It was just like getting used to a different life, like getting used to depending on myself again and not, you know, updating someone about my life every second of the day, because I would talk to this person literally every second of the day. It was like getting used to the difference in my life. But once I like just started being able to focus on myself again and like relearn who I am, you know, being able to do whatever I wanted, being able to do the things that I couldn't do before or was limited to do before, like once I started to see all the benefits from being single, it started to get easier. Now I will say, like, there were a lot of times, and occasionally is, where there's just times where it gets heavy and it gets hard, but I will forever not regret the decision that I made, because no matter how emotional it had made me, I knew it needed to be made. I am content with the decision. I'm content with where I'm at in life. I have accepted it. I am moving on, and I just want peace and love for everybody. Alrighty, that is the last question that I'm gonna be answering, because the rest of them are like very similar to the ones that I just already answered. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below to join the Sav Nation. Also follow me on all my other social media platforms, because we are besties around here and I want to chit chat with you guys on everything. I really try my best to be as active as possible with you guys, especially on Instagram DMs. I'm always responding to you guys and like just always having like little conversations and chats. I also do now have like a subscription page on Instagram. Anyways, I'm gonna go finish and film the other video because I literally need to film so bad. I'm gonna get on that. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully you got updates on everything that you guys wanted to have updates on. If not, then you can ask me questions in the comments down below and I will definitely be answering them. So yeah, drop a comment. If you guys watched up to this point, comment a yellow star emoji for me so I know that you watched this and you're my golden star. But I love you guys and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.